Pirate Fruity Loops. Write us a theme.
All right, hello and welcome to another episode of Anime-Niacs. Special
technical
super. Oh yeah, man, we're fucking. We're down on our shit now. We're legit. We are legit. Scoot over a little bit, fellas.
Get Max's beautiful face.
You know, let me get in there a little bit.
All right.
Well, first off,
happy National Beer Day,
everybody.
I didn't know this was a day. It's like more sacred to me than Christmas.
Yeah, you didn't realize it existed until now, huh?
I didn't.
There's so many beer days, Christmas.
There's so many days I don't realize exist until the day that it happens.
Some other jolly fat man brings you booze.
Oh, dude, I think that would be great if there's like some random drunk guy flying around the city like all fucked up, just dropping beers off.
Hell, that's a religion I could get.
That's how that one Twilight Zone should have gone. Instead of him like finding the bag and like giving everybody presents, he's just like shit faced and gives people beer. I mean, he thinks they're really presents.
He'd be like Adam Sandler in that movie he did with Andy Samberg where he's like the dad, and I can't remember the title of it. It was stupid, but
I missed this one.
He just pulled beers out of wherever, like all the time. He always had like a beer on him. It was odd. Anywho,
wasted on Adam Sandler.
We're not talking about any of these things today. We're here to talk about The Venture Brothers Season 1.
Go Team Venture.
You want to go Team Venture, Dan?
Sure.
All right, go Team Venture. We're super cool. But we're Season 1 of The Venture Brothers. I really enjoyed The Venture Brothers because I enjoyed Johnny Quest when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And when this came out, I was instantly in love with it. It's just such a great parody, and it does its own thing. And it's great. It's just a fucking wonderful Johnny Quest like. And then later on, when they bring Johnny Quest into it, like.
Well, they got Race Bannon in this season.
Oh yeah, this season Race Bannon gets it.
He dies, like he gets introduced and then killed off.
Oh man. What was his one-liner? Oh man, he says something before he fucking jumps out of the plane. like drops a grenade. And jumps out of the plane.
I know what you're talking about, but I can't remember.
Race Bannon was cool for the 3 minutes he was in the entire season.
He's the only Johnny Quest character that they bring in. It wasn't like
a weird Johnny Quest knockoff of Johnny Quest.
No, I mean like when they bring in the other Johnny Quest characters, they're like,
they're
on drugs.
Yeah.
Like,
well, no, I guess Haji was working at a call center somewhere.
Yeah. I mean, they're just like, it's just like depressing.
Right.
He's he's still a secret agent. So.
But Race Bannon keeping it real. No, I really like this one. Dan?
I really dig the artwork of this. I mean, it's done in that kind of a 70s retro, but I mean, the opening is done kind of like rotoscoping, like they would do for like
Johnny
heavy
Quest.
metal. Yeah. But they use the same character models with like newer animation for the show, which is cool as well. But it looks good. It's funny as hell. I mean.
Oh yeah, good stuff. Some of Adult Swim's best work, I feel.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Scott, how did you get introduced to the Venture Brothers?
I was in grade school, and I was at a friend's house, and there was the episode with the chamber that was made from like an orphan heart, where like it fulfilled your deepest desire.
Yeah.
My
Bronco's
friend,
in there.
Like we were just flipping through channels. Yeah. And we found it, and we're like, what the fuck is this? And it was just like this super weird out there. And it was one of those things where like as a kid, it was like super weird to me, but it like stuck with it, like still resonated on like a level where I was like, that was fucking funny. Like, and like years later when I was a little more like, like I think it was like back in high school, I like was watching Adult Swim and I saw like season 2 or 3 or something like that. And I was like, oh yeah, this show. And then like, it all just came back to me and I started watching again. I was like, oh yeah, now I remember why I thought this was so funny.
Because it's fucking awesome.
Mm-hmm. I can appreciate the humor a little bit more. But even like as a kid in grade school, it was still funny. Even if it was still weird and out there, it was still very funny to me. But like on like a subliminal level, where it was just like that certain vibe that was just like, okay.
Dan, what are some of your favorite episodes from season 1?
I like the one with, who was it, Dr. Orpheus?
When he first comes in?
Yeah, when he first comes in and he's all like scary and they don't know what to do with him.
That's the first episode I saw where the
yeah. And I like the last one when they all die. I don't know why, but it makes me happy.
Yes, season 1 ends with the Venture Brothers dying.
And that was so weird to me too. Like, I was like, well, I guess that's it.
It's a great way to end it if they didn't know if they're going to get picked up for a second season.
Yeah, that's true enough, I get. But they had to know.
Oh yeah, no, because he says get their clothes.
Yeah.
So you know, like
he even mentioned something in one of the episodes.
Either that or he's just being a total dick.
I think it's the one where like Dean has testicular torsion or whatever. He says like, "Oh, I could have fixed this in the prototype phase or something like that." And it's just like one line through the whole season, but you can tell that they're thinking like way ahead.
What else? I also like the one where they hit Brock with a car and he comes back and he just
that would be Dia de los Dangers.
Yeah.
Episode 2.
The official first episode. The pilot is
right. The actual pilot is fucking hysterical. I don't know why they didn't run with that. Maybe it was a little too risque with a dude jacking off on super science, but
the fucking intro to that where it's like the ninja dude.
Yeah.
And he's like his henchman comes in, he's like, "You've served me well." And he throws the acupuncture sticks at him to like it's like, oh, it's a supervillain killing his henchman.
Yeah, like
and his henchman gets up and he's like, "Oh, I don't want to smoke anymore."
yeah. My shoulder feels great.
Yeah. It like that very first scene, it's so simple but easily sets the tone for like the entire show.
Yeah.
Like you know what you're in for.
Ghost of the Saragrasso was good.
Yeah.
Space Station, Impossible with the weird ass Fantastic Four.
Oh yeah. Oh, what are they? It's not Mr. Incredible.
Mr. Impossible. It's Impossible.
Yeah, Mr. Impossible.
Yeah, no, that's great. I like how they took that into. I mean, and he flies like the Fantastic Car and like everything. Or I guess it's the Imposter Car. But anyway, who cares? The
Human Torch is whenever he comes into contact with oxygen.
Yeah, he just lights on fire and he can feel it. So he's like,
the thing is just this giant
big callus.
retarded.
He's a special needs. He's like the special needs cousin of the invisible woman who can only turn her skin invisible, so you can see all of her muscular whatnot. So yeah, no, that was great. Let's see here, Tag Sale You're It, where they have Super Science Yard Sale. That was also a good episode.
I think that was like the second episode I saw, because I remember at the beginning where they have the security meeting, and the one dude's like, "I'm out of here." He's like, "Make sure Agent 12 doesn't reach the gate alive." And they like go and kill him. It's just security for a yard sale.
Yeah, no, it's good. Venture Brothers is really good. Brock, who's your favorite character?
It's a toss-up between Brock Samson and Dr. Orpheus.
I think for you, Dr. Orpheus would be the better. It's more suited to you.
He's just so bizarre how he stresses everything.
Oh no, he's just overly dramatic. Even like when he's talking about toast or something.
Yeah.
And I love how he's like he's actually good at magic. Like he'll just be doing shit with magic. He can actually do cool things, but he's just so inept otherwise.
Yeah, and he's like,
well, just like a regular father. He doesn't understand his daughter. He tries real hard, but he also happens to be a necromancer.
Yeah.
I like his conversations with H. John Benjamin as his like master.
Oh yes,
that might be next season.
That's not. They don't go into that this season.
Like shapeshifter.
Who'd you say your favorite character?
Favorite character?
Yeah.
That's
Season 1.
Season 1, because yeah, like I also like Professor Orpheus a lot, and I think he's
Dr. Orpheus.
It is Dr. Orpheus,
Yeah,
or is
yeah.
it Professor?
I don't know.
I don't think he's a professor.
I don't know. Now I'm feeling like an idiot.
Just kind of like Morbius, is in the.
I think it's Dr. Orpheus.
Yeah.
I think. I'm not sure.
It's tough though, because there's so many characters who get introduced.
Yeah.
Like I love Molotov cocktease. I love 21 and 24.
Doctor.
And
Dr. Girlfriend.
Dr. Girlfriend is one of my favorite characters. Absolutely.
I like Phantom Limb too. I
don't
think he's in this season.
No, he definitely is.
Yeah,
he's in Trial of the Monarch.
The Trial of the Monarch. Yep.
I love the idea of him though. Just like
Phantom Limb.
just like he's just a torso walking around. He's a clever idea, and he's got to save him money on like animation because he doesn't have.
All they gotta do is animate his arm whenever he's killing somebody.
Right. Phantom Limb's hilarious.
My favorite character. Ooh, man.
Hank and Dean are funny too.
Hank and
Yeah.
Dean,
In their own
are
right.
great. Yeah, I like Hank better than I like Dean, but I don't know. Brock Sampson is probably my favorite character, just because like he's so unhinged. Like, he just doesn't give a fuck. He's like, yeah, I can kill everybody in this room. That's cool. Like, as long as nobody pisses me off, I won't kill everybody in this room.
Unwritten test. I love that.
Yeah, like you said, like when his they all the Monarch henchmen kill him and bury, or they kill him and bury him in the desert. He wakes up like 4 hours later and then goes on a rampage. It's like, Brock, you gonna be okay? They hit me with a truck.
The only difference in his actual character is his twitch after that.
Yeah.
He's pissed off.
Oh man. Or like in the very first episode when the alligator drops out of the landing gear. It's like, ah!
And he's just covered in blood.
And they're like, sir, you can't bring a weapon into the UN. He's like, go ahead. Try to take it from me.
He looks back at his friend, and his friend's just like,
oh yeah, he wipes off the knife on the only clean spot in his
Yeah.
clothes.
Remember, he had to beat and then piss on the money.
He had to defile.
That came out of the
Hank's like, give it to him, bro.
No, Venture Brothers is great. Season 1 is solid. Like there's none of that like weird kind of like where they're trying to find their legs or find out what they want to do.
The animation definitely gets better because you can tell there's like a big jump,
and the audio work too gets much. Like, the whole production value goes up.
Yeah, you can tell that like Adult Swim is like, all right, we know what we've got. We're gonna give them more money and shit like that.
It does, however, start better than like South Park did.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, both in style and story arc.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. They're a bunch of smart guys. They they knew what they wanted to do, and even if they didn't get any more money for, like, if they had the same money from season 1 to do the next seasons or whatever, it would have still been excellent. But the production value did go up, and it was appreciated.
Oh yeah.
One of my favorite lines from the very first, like the pilot episode is like, "Mama Venture didn't raise no quitters. Like, we don't have a mom." And it was just like this weird, like 5-second awkward, like silence.
Because in Johnny Quest, there's no
there's no mom. And it's like, where's the mom?
Where'd she go? What happened? They never say anything about it. Killed by super science. Helper the robot is great. He's like this. He reminds me of a George Lucas robot.
Yeah.
Why would you program a robot like that?
It's super like family friendly, goofy, like supposed to be a comic relief.
Yeah.
But like in the situations where he's needed, he's always just annoying.
Yeah. I think he's my least favorite character, and that's
Helper?
still not a bad thing.
Oh, dude, how about when they took him to Mexico and they blew him?
I do like Helper. I like how everyone can like understand him. He's just like
no, Helper.
I think his best use was Phantom Spaceman.
Phantom Spaceman, where he has the book.
Yeah. He gets thrown out of the space station. And he does all this shit to get back to the space station, and he ends up in like the mop closet. And he's got like
random
some kind of
cleaning
drapes
gear,
and
yeah.
a bucket on his head, and he's like just trying to get where he's trying to go, and the kids see him and they're like, Phantom Spaceman. They start beating the shit out of him.
Season 1 is definitely very parody heavy.
Yeah.
Like there are a lot of ideas that you can tell they want to make fun of in like cartoons and comics and whatnot, and they still have that. Like they never really leave that. They're always like making fun of something, but they also are like doing their own thing.
Yeah, they get super in depth. Like there's a bunch of like as it's like there's 5 seasons, 6 seasons just dropped. So
Which I've heard is
I have not had the chance. To
I've heard it's good up until the end. I heard that like it ends kind of weak compared to like other seasons. But.
Some Venture Brothers is better than no Venture Brothers. So.
Agreed.
Well, fair enough.
But I haven't seen it yet, so we'll. We're only on season 1 right now, so we're good.
I've seen the trailer like 10 times. It looks hilarious. So.
Venture Brothers, it's great. Season 1 is definitely the right step forward. I don't know if ratings.
Yes, ratings.
You guys ready? Who wants to go first? Who's going
Dan,
first?
why don't we? Why?
Okay, fine. I'll go. I'm gonna give it a 7.5.
It's a fair score.
It's solid. It's not great, or it's not the greatest thing ever, but it's not bad.
Definitely doesn't disappoint. Yeah.
Okay.
You know, this is one of those ones I gotta agree with Dan because I don't think it's like as strong as an 8, but it's not as weak as like 7.5 seems very fair to me. And it's like, you know, the other seasons only just go up. So it's like, it's hard for me to give it like a high grade, and I have to like just keep like. Well, I already hit 10 by season 3. Like, what am I getting?
This is gonna be one of those rare occasions where we all agree on the exact same score. It's 7.5. It's definitely worth watching, and definitely worth watching again.
Oh yeah.
I really love it. There's nothing. Sometimes I get a little out there, but
it's never like super out there like some of the other Adult Swim shit.
Yeah. Like they know what they want to do, and they pretty much stick to that, and it's good. It's a solid show. Good writing, good animation. So 7.5 across the board. Give it a watch,
and then just keep going.
Yeah. Happy National Beer Day.
We all agree, and it's National Beer Day.
There's got to be a message.
Brilliant. Yeah, and the message is watch the Venture Brothers.
Bam.
And
done.
Drink.
And drink. Because nothing makes Venture Brothers better than alcohol.
Bear and Underbite.
Ah, yes, Bear and Underbite.
The fucking
Dr.
Doom.
Yeah. Oh, man, I completely forgot he's in this season.
Yeah, because he doesn't really do much in this.
Well, yeah, he's only in like 1 episode.
Well,
they show him in college, and then he's at the yard sale. But they get into a lot more in season 2.
Oh, dude, yeah, no, when they go to 2 is like...
Wonderland?
Yeah, Wonderland.
They have that whole like story arc. I guess they have like Lady Hitler or whatever.
Yeah.
And the Manic 8-Ball.
Yeah, that's right.
Tiger Bomb. Anyway, all right. So that's for later. But
we're definitely probably gonna get on. I would probably be willing to do season 2 pretty soon.
Yeah, we're probably definitely gonna do that next week.
I'm already done with season 2.
That's never a lie, dude. Never a lie.
So we're definitely watching Venture Brothers season 2 for next week. Thank you for watching Anime-Niacs, or joining us for Anime-Niacs. If you're listening to Anime-Niacs, you're awesome also.
178.
Audible?
Oh, yes.
Do the Audible thing.
Oh, God. I forget how it starts.
All right, check out audible.com. Audiblefreetrial.com/3geeks.
Audible has.
Or is it audibletrial.com? Audibletrial.com/3geeks. And then do the other thing.
Yes, Audible has over 180,000.
I think it's around 180,000. Maybe over.
As long as we don't hit 200,000, I think we're safe.
Okay.
Round up to 200,000. Grade school math.
Rounding. I don't know how to add Audible, but they've got lots of books. If you like books, but you don't like reading,
and you get a
or if you do like reading,
30-day trial.
Do you remember when people used to read stories to you and how much you enjoyed that? Yeah, That's audible.com.
You can have it again, and you get a free one.
Yeah. So
That's
check
real cool.
check that out. Check out all the other podcasts on the Three Geeks Network. The Three Geeks Maincast, Sports Nerds, Frady Geeks. Do we have anything else? Shaolin Sofa. And yeah, well, we're so awesome. I didn't want to try to cram it in there.
Fair enough.
But yeah, check us out. Like, share, comment, do all that good biz, and we'll catch you guys next time. I'm Max.
Scott.
Dan.
And we'll catch you guys later.